The Caribbean island nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is known for its pristine beaches, lush rainforests, and vibrant culture. This beautiful archipelago offers a unique blend of natural beauty and rich cultural heritage that attracts visitors from all over the world. Tourism is the lifeblood of its economy, heavily reliant on visitors from the United States. The influx of tourists supports local businesses, creates jobs, and fuels economic growth. This dependence is something the government is keen to change. They are actively seeking ways to diversify their tourism market to ensure long-term sustainability. Concerns about shifting U.S. economic policies have prompted a push for diversification. The government is aware that relying too heavily on one market can be risky. By attracting tourists from a wider range of countries, St. Vincent aims to build a more resilient tourism industry. Efforts are being made to appeal to visitors from Europe, Canada, and even Asia. The island boasts unique attractions like La Soufriere volcano, which offers adventurous hiking trails and stunning views, and the Tobago Cays Marine Park, a paradise for snorkeling and sailing enthusiasts. Infrastructure improvements, including airport upgrades, are being made to accommodate the growing number of international visitors. New resorts and hotels are also being developed to enhance the visitor experience and provide more accommodation options. The goal is to reduce dependence on any single market and create a more balanced tourism sector. This will help ensure that the industry remains robust even in the face of global economic changes. This requires targeted marketing campaigns, strategic partnerships with international travel agencies, and ongoing efforts to diversify tourism offerings. By showcasing the island's diverse attractions and activities, St. Vincent hopes to attract a broader range of visitors and secure a prosperous future for its tourism industry. Recent U.S. trade policies have cast a long shadow over the Caribbean, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This small island nation, known for its stunning beaches and vibrant culture, is now facing economic uncertainty. The Trump administration's tariffs on Caribbean goods have raised concerns about a potential global recession. These tariffs, aimed at protecting U.S. industries, could have unintended consequences for smaller economies. The International Monetary Fund has increased the likelihood of a global recession to 40%. This prediction has sent shockwaves through global markets, with many countries bracing for economic downturns. For St. Vincent, heavily reliant on tourism, a U.S. recession is particularly concerning. The island's economy thrives on the influx of tourists, especially from the United States. Reduced consumer spending in the U.S. could lead to a decline in tourist arrivals, impacting businesses and government revenue. Local shops, restaurants, and hotels may struggle to stay afloat. The tariffs also pose a direct threat to the island's economy, potentially dampening demand for its agricultural exports. Farmers and producers are worried about losing their primary markets. The potential impact of U.S. tariffs on Caribbean tourism is a growing concern. These tariffs could lead to higher costs for American tourists, making the Caribbean a less attractive destination. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank governor warns of negative effects expected in 2025 and 2026. He emphasizes that the region's economic stability is at stake. The Caribbean, heavily dependent on tourism, is vulnerable to shifts in global demand. Tourism accounts for a significant portion of the GDP in many Caribbean nations. Even a small increase in U.S. prices can ripple through Caribbean tourism. This could lead to fewer bookings and a decline in revenue for local businesses. The central bank estimates a 1% U.S. inflation rate can impact St. Vincent's tourism by 0.5%. This highlights the sensitivity of the tourism sector to economic changes. To mitigate these risks, Caribbean nations are exploring strategies like regional cooperation. By working together, they aim to create a more resilient tourism industry and diversifying tourism source markets. Attracting visitors from Europe, Asia, and other regions can help reduce dependency on U.S. tourists and stabilize the industry. In response to the threat of U.S. tariffs, Caribbean leaders are engaging in diplomatic efforts. Recent meetings with international organizations and U.S. officials highlight this proactive approach. Caribbean finance ministers and central bank governors convened with the IMF to discuss economic risks. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States is also taking a proactive approach, scheduling meetings with U.S. officials. These discussions aim to address concerns and explore potential solutions to alleviate economic pressures. By engaging in dialogue and seeking cooperation, Caribbean leaders aim to protect their economies. As St. Vincent navigates global economic uncertainty, the focus is on building resilience. The strategy includes diversifying its tourism base, strengthening the domestic economy, and fostering regional cooperation. Attracting visitors from a broader range of countries and developing niche tourism products are key. Strengthening the domestic economy involves supporting local businesses and promoting entrepreneurship. Investing in education and skills development is essential for workforce adaptability. Regional cooperation enhances resilience through collective bargaining power and shared best practices. Promoting intra-Caribbean travel and joint tourism marketing initiatives are part of this approach. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates and information.